Hello viewers, welcome to today's edition on Nigeria's Top Mental Illness channel. My name is Olusheyi. In today's edition, Nigerian conceptualization of mental illness, Nigerian social and cultural theorem, construction and make-believe perception of mental illness. It is fundamentally erroneous hypothesis. If you ask average Nigerian, just throw the question to them that what is mental health or mental illness, because they are two different things, mental health and mental illness. You know, mental illness, basically, some consider it as a cause, inflicted on an individual as punishment, while some believe is madness, which has led to stigmatization, and this assumption is predominantly wrong. Trust me, Nigerian, it is wrong. Mental illness, it is not madness, Nigeria. It is not madness. It is not at all. It is more or less like, like malaria fever. But first, I would like to give you the definition of mental health. According to World Health Organization, mental health is an individual balance, the psychological well-being, and the capacity to deal with developmental improvements in the satisfactory emotions. It is non-appearance of mental illness, therefore granting an individual the ability to make positive impacts in the society. And affirmative mental health comprises enthusiastic sentiments, vigorous discernment, dynamic thinking, and capability to cope with demands, with daily demands or life demands, what life throws at you, because life is basically it comprises of two, both negative and positive. But the ability to cope with life demands is stable mental health. However, the capacity to function adequately in the society. People with good mental health as well, they need to adopt measures to maintain a very good mental health, and to also abstain from contributing risk factor. And mental illness is difficulties in carrying out one's daily demands. It affects person's measurements and ability to make appropriate decisions, which usually leads to reliance on family, friends, and carers for cognitive support. Cognitive is mental ability to perceive, learn, think, take decisions, understand, and relate with the environment. Mental ill health includes stress, anxiety, psychosis, and schizophrenia, personality disorder, eating disorders, dementia, and many more, sleeping disorders, and so many. Mental illness is a disorder that affects brain mechanisms, which causes imbalanced emotions. And scientists' discovery acknowledge that mental disorder require treatment or therapy. And mental health demand adequate maintenance so as to prevent occurrence of mental illness. Today, 2 in 5 people are facing mental illness problem, while 4 in 5 find it very difficult to maintain good mental health in Nigeria. That is because of the stigma attached to it. It's even very difficult for people to speak about their mental illness. They can't even confide in anyone. Even when they notice the symptoms, it's very, very difficult for them to just walk up to someone and tell the person, oh, I feel this way, or I'm not just feeling real good about in my mental capacity. And that is because of the stigma attached to it. And this has denied millions of promising young ones the opportunity to solid life chances, to plan ahead for their future, ability to be productive, and privileged to impact the society. Nigerians, can you see the reason why we need to rise up? The reason why we need to come together and speak against the stigma, and speak until the government hear our voices and show sensitivity to mental health needs. Nigerians, we need to rise up. Mental illness is not a disease, but rather a disorder. If you notice any symptoms, speak out. Don't die in silence. Everyone is battling with one or two things. Everyone you see on the way, they are battling with one thing or the other. So yours is not different in any ways. And then you just need to seek help and treatment from professionals and speak to those close to you. That's one of the coping strategies that can actually relieve you, that can help you. Support your family that has it. Do not make jest of them. Do not look down on them. It might be your turn tomorrow. Mental illness is no respecter of anyone. It is an illness. Support your friends and family who are affected with this illness. And this is how we can begin to reduce mental illness predominance and also create environment free from mental illness. You know, even though it's still very difficult for many Nigerians to accept the existence of mental illness, but let's advocate to be able to reach larger populations as well as the government to at least be responsive to mental health care. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stop equating yourself with your illness. And I would like to leave you with this takeaway, like always: endeavor to care for the body, and don't forget to take charge of your mind. Eat good foods and think positively. Abstain from bad diets and stay away from negative thoughts. The mind and body interactions are often conceptualized by healthy living. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow us at Ninja Stop Mental Illness _stigma on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you in our next video. Bye.